Morgan Starkey. Both threw down for whole 9 minutes. Literally didn't take a back step. I don't think the action hit the canvas once.
That's it, right? Yeah, it was all on its feet, right? To miss.
He weighed in at 75.1 kilograms. He has a record of 2 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw. Representing FCC from Leeds, Danny Hare!
And Danny has definitely got
into the fight. It can be sometimes the difference.
Here we go. First amateur fight of the night.
One thing I know Danny's got some hands from what I saw last time.
Oh, he's caught him with a nice left hook to start the fight with. He's just taking his time, just weighing him up.
Yeah,
he's caught him with another left hook.
Yeah, he's shot him for that takedown now.
He's managed to reverse position, working for the takedown.
Yeah, watch that guillotine, don't let him get his legs crossed.
Just needs to be careful there with the head under that armpit. Needs to be very careful.
The main thing, Paul, is the guillotine's not on, is it? The guillotine's not on.
It's not on at the moment, but
he's muscling him into the cage. He's doing the right job, but the guillotine's not on. You just didn't need to panic.
Danny's managed to separate and make some distance. He's obviously had quite a bit of success with his first 2 punches that he's thrown, so more of the same from his point of view. Nick will look to get hold of him again.
Yeah, I think Nick will look to definitely shoot in and get hold of him. There you go.
Which he
looking
has
for that
done.
takedown.
Straight into a half guard.
And that's the thing about mixed martial arts. There are a lot of people out there who maybe not understand a lot of what's going on.
Oh, fantastic work there from Danny. He's managed to reverse the position.
You can come in with the greatest set of hands. You could come in with a really high level of groundwork. You could come in with some really great judo skills, but you just don't know which way the fight's going to go.
Yeah, as the sport's evolving, you really need to be well-rounded.
Yeah, it's a bit like saying sometimes, you can be, 100% at one, but sometimes it's better off being, having 25% in 4 different things, right? It just makes you a little bit more, a few more dimensions in your arsenal when you're in there.
Just looks to me at this moment in time that Danny's just that little bit stronger. He's
working for that guillotine.
He's got it in. He's got it in fairly tight. He's going to drop to guard for it to try and finish.
His turn, Paul. That's made it a bit harder for him. I don't think it's on there. If he'd have been in full guard, then with both hands round, I think he might have had a little bit more joy with it. But still turned to the side, took the pressure off his neck.
Yeah, very hard to finish a guillotine from half guard. Nick's going to get out of this.
Yeah, he just got to weather the storm as Nick, and eventually his head will pop out. There you go. He had one hand round. Eventually, he was going to come out. Thing is, obviously, Nick will be trying to pass. He'll be trying to take that leg out of that half guard and try and pass round, side control, or even full mount if he gets the opportunity.
Danny's scrambling.
There you go. There's that full mount we were on about.
Oh, now he's got the back. Yeah. Very dangerous position with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think the time's going to run out on him here. Yeah, he's done well to get his back there.
So that first sort of 30 seconds, Danny Hare controlled the stand-up, landed a couple of nice punches, drove in for a bit of cage control, but then when it did hit the mat, Nick was able to reverse it, get full mount and get the back.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But I mean, like you say, some good shots there, with Danny's hands, and obviously Nick, as to say, I think he's got a bit of a nick above his right eye. Corner doing a little bit of work on that eye now at the moment. Yeah, didn't look too bad, but he's definitely caught him with something that's opened a little tiny bit of skin up. But good bout, ball. Very good bout.
Yeah, I think both fighters managed to have some success in that first round. It's very close, but Nick gaining the mount and then taking the back possibly just swung it in his favour, but very marginal.
Yeah, very, very, very close. Obviously, let's see if we're saying a different thing at the end of this round, if one of them decisively takes a lot more of this round than the other. Yeah, you can see some hands there now. We see some hands now from Nick.
I think Danny just needs to weigh up his punches a little bit more. Nick straight into mount again.
Yeah, now you got to be careful here now, because like we said, you know, here you've got headshots on the ground, so you got to be a little bit more careful, because they'll work you from the ground here. He's got both his hooks in, so that means he can basically punch to his head on the ground, and obviously it has far more effect than punching the ribs when you're fighting in a class where you can't.
Nick's just working to flatten him out at the moment, soften him up with a few punches, then flatten him out.
Yeah, obviously what Danny wants to do is try and get one leg out at least to start with, start working and escape. So all Nick's going to do from here is keep his hooks in and just keep working him, and if he makes a mistake and moves his arms out of the way too much, Nick will try and work his hand underneath his throat, try and work for a bit of a choke. But as you can see, those two hooks in give you a lot of control from the rear.
Yeah, it's a very hard position for Danny to get out of, but he needs to free up one of his legs. He needs to get a leg free so they can start turning in. At the moment, it's too easy for Nick to stay in that position and just work him.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, what you do is you got to keep one hand tight upstairs, so you're still looking after your neck and your throat, and then try and work one leg out at least. So, like you say, you can start turning towards them. You've got to make your opponent feel like you've got to make your opponent feel like they have to scramble.
It's a good attempt there from Danny. He tried to time it so he could turn in, but Nick rode it well.
Yeah, and as you can see, all Nick's doing is playing the control game. He's got both his hooks in. He doesn't really need to push the position to anywhere else. It's unnecessary. He's in a position now where he can score.
He's winning the fight in this position.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to risk anything. He's winning the fight. He's got a good position. He's just holding it.
Yeah, if his opponent makes a mistake, obviously, you know, he'll capitalise. Other than that, he's just giving the judges what he believes they need to see.
He's even got time to sit, look up and listen to his corner, who are giving him some advice as to how he could possibly finish the fight.
Yeah, and like we said at the end of or should I say at the beginning of this second round, we might be saying something different to what we said. It being very, very close at the end of the first round, one of them taking a lot more of the second round than the other individual.
Danny's managing to get Nick quite high now, though. He might be able to just book it off.
But that 10-second countdown just finds its way in again.
That's a great round for Nick Sanderson. Very dominant round for Nick Sanderson.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he controlled. Probably 90%, 85 to 90% of that second round.
Danny just got caught in a really awkward position, and he just couldn't free up a hook to get out of that position.
Yeah, but saying that though, Paul, Nick came out with his intentions quite clear. Came out throwing one or two, threw a couple more in for the takedown.
Indeed. And we know that Danny can throw a punch.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. We've seen that.
So here we go, third and final round. Referee's just doing a little bit of cleaning up duties. Danny tries to open up with a flying knee, gets caught, and Nick slams him straight into full guard.
Yeah. I mean, he's come out, obviously trying to obviously produce something which might turn the situation very, very quickly in the last round. But if I made another prediction like I made one earlier on, I would think we're going to see quite a bit of this top game control from Nick.
Good little push kick and then stand up there from Danny. He managed to create a bit of space.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Used it to get up quickly. He's definitely got better hands than Nick, but he's just very reckless with it.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
Oh, fantastic left there from Danny.
Yeah, and there's a takedown comes, that's it.
Nick
That's
just uses it as an opportunity
that's
to
it.
get
the
straight
full
into
mount.
mount.
That's what happens, you see. When when you're playing, obviously playing that little bit of a catch-up game, Danny was doing the right thing. He was going for it. You have trying to make it happen. But obviously you got to play the safety game like Nick did and thought, well, listen, I just need to get hold of my man here.
Nick had a very high mount there, but Danny used the cage to push off and managed to get out of mount, and now he's managed to get back to his feet. Great work from Danny Hare.
Now this is a definite example for people that are new to the sport watching it. Who's got the energy levels? Without a doubt here, Danny has got that cardio on his opponent. You see how quickly he's getting up.
He's dropped down for a guillotine, but again, it's not the position to be doing it.
No, he's found himself landing on the floor, that guillotine on, facing sideways, nearly even his side control, but being underneath. And all that means is that
fantastic reversal attempt there. Unfortunately, Nick Sanderson counters it.
Nick's going north to south, pressing his weight back, trying to get him back on his back as he's done there.
It's a very underutilised position, this north-south. It's a really useful position to be in.
Oh yeah, it is, and obviously at the moment it's very useful for Nick. You know, clock's ticking away. The longer he spends on the canvas with Danny, obviously the better it is for him working towards a victory in this bout. There you go, just controlling him north-south. Danny trying to work and escape. He's just pressing his weight down, and all the time while Danny's trying to escape, that's loads of energy being sucked out of him.
And Nick's on top. Nick's in the better position. Nick's winning the fight.
Yeah, without a doubt. As long as he keeps working in that position, the referees will leave it where it is. They have no reason to feel to want to stand it up. That's that 10-second count.
And Nick finishes the fight in the position that he was in most of it, which was on top, unfortunately, for Danny Hare. Danny landed some good punches, stood up, but unfortunately just couldn't land enough to make it significant.
Okay, gentlemen, this bout is sponsored by Carter Jones Associates. And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to a majority decision in favour of your winner. In the red corner, Nick Sanderson.
Controversial. You landed 4 punches, they were good punches, but that was it. Ladies and gentlemen, holding the belt is Chris Carter from Carter James Associates. Big round of applause to your winner, Nick Sanderson.
Alright, I'm here with your winner, your 77 kilo winner, that's Nick the Slammer. Just a couple of questions. Nick, first of all, you know you took 1 or 2 good shots there. I've seen Danny fight before, and he normally finds a target. That said, how do you think the fight went?
Well, you know, the first shot, it took me out of my whole game plan. And for a couple of seconds I couldn't even see where he was. He's a hard twat. He hit hard.
And what does it feel like to have the belt around your waist?
You know, it just makes you appreciate all the hard work you put in. And like, I didn't just train for nothing. You know, I've come all this way and I wanted to bring that belt home. So, you know, wearing this belt shows how hard I work for it.
And the last question is, and if you get asked to obviously defend that belt in Cage Fighters 7, what will your answer be to that? It's slam time! Alright, so obviously I'm sure you know what his response to that was. If you give a big round of applause to your new 77 kilos Cage Fighters 6 champion, Nick the Slammer Sanderson!
Five fights left yet. Right. He can't finish it with enough, so that'll be a long fight. No, them two.